Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and today we have some really amazing Miraculous Ladybug news. Jeremy Zag, one of the creators of Miraculous, has answered a lot of questions, not like a super large amount, but a couple, and we are here to make a video about it because a lot of them, well actually a lot, like most of them, are really big stuff that we didn't really know, or at least we didn't have confirmed, so this is really exciting news. But before we get into that, I haven't really plugged anything going on with the channel and things. So I mean, we do have a Twitter and an Instagram if you're interested in that. I mean, I don't really post too much, but we do have that if you're interested. You can join our public Discord if you want to talk with other members of the fandom. That's a great way to chat with people. All of those links are down in the description below if you are interested. Don't forget to subscribe for more content similar to this. I'll update you guys whenever we have news and stuff, and I will always be an accurate source, and if it's wrong, then I'll delete the video or I'll make an announcement saying that that was wrong. Just, things like that. I'm a credible source, and I get all my information from other credible sources. Now, one other thing that I wanted to mention, I haven't really been doing videos that fans have requested, or just, kind of videos that I used to make, or videos similar to that, just, random theories where I just talk about a discussion type question, or things like that. So I did do a community post asking what you guys, what type of videos you guys wanted, so I'm going to be going through that and just looking at the comments, and then I'll try to make videos on them. So if you guys have any suggestions for videos, you could comment them down in this video, or go to that community post and just type down a suggestion either for a whole new series or just a certain video that you want me to make, just something like that, so that I have some videos to go off of and to make that you guys would be interested in. So that's it for me just rambling on about random stuff. Let's get on with the Miraculous news. Now, I'm going to be going in order from when these were tweeted out, because these are from Miraculous World Network. So the first one happens to be probably what the thumbnail is, so I'm not going to be like one of those YouTubers that saves it for the last, so you stay till the very end of the video. You can leave whenever you want, but this video is mostly going to be filled with content about this, so if you left really early, then you'd be missing out on stuff. But pretty much, Miraculous World Network tweeted out, spoiler alert, Jeremy answered a few questions about the future seasons of Miraculous Ladybug. Here's the breakdown. Question: will Ladybug and Cat Noir ever reveal their identities? Jeremy Zag: yes, not saying when, but it will happen. It's already written, actually, and the way it happens is over expectations. Now this right here is obviously the biggest point of this whole, information news thing from Jeremy Zag, because, hey, Miraculous, the biggest thing in the show, the thing that keeps people going, has just been confirmed. We don't know when, or we don't exactly know how, but we do have a good idea of it. It is going to happen. It's already planned out, which can give us a gauge of when it will happen, because as we know, there are 5 seasons confirmed for Miraculous Ladybug. There could be more, but this says it's already written, so that probably means that season 3 is already written, or it's pretty close to being done. And if season 3 is done being written, then they're working on season 4 right now. Now, I don't exactly know how far along they are, but there is a good chance that it could happen in season 3. As always, this could just be an oddball, and they could have been like, hey, let's write this 5th season episode as just so that we could say it's written, but it's not actually written. So we could say that, oh yeah, we've already done it and things like that, but it's actually in the 5th season. So we don't actually know when this is, but judging by the context that it's out of, it is likely going to be happening in season 3 or season 4, maybe earlier on. My guess is that it would be more in season 4 or very late season 3, just because it's the main plot point of the show, and if they were to do it in early season 3, then what would there be to drive everybody else who, why would people want to continue to watch, just them revealing their identities is such a big point in the show that you'd expect it to come later. So my guess would be season 4. Now, I did post a community post asking you guys what you guys thought over expectations means. Now, I actually came up with what I think it means, and I'm 99% sure, but you guys did post some pretty interesting ideas, so thank you guys for responding and giving your ideas. My idea on what this means is that it's going to be higher than our expectations. I'm pretty sure that's what it should have translated to, because I found out that the original translation was in Portuguese, so it's not in French. I kind of misled you guys. I'm sorry, I didn't know. But I'm pretty sure higher than our expectations is the most logical, explanation. And essentially, if for those of you guys who don't know what that means or anything, that pretty much means it's going to be greater than we think it's going to be. It's not just going to be something that we can predict, hopefully. It's not just going to be something that we can predict, oh yeah, we can totally know that this is going to be happening during this episode. It's going to be something that just is, super amazing, and it's going to be, better than we can think. I don't know, I can come up with my favorite way so far that it will happen, just the thing that I would enjoy seeing the most. And hopefully, according to this, it's going to be better than what I'd create. So we're going to have to see how that plays out. I can make a whole separate video talking about what I hope will happen and what I think most logically will happen, because that was something that you guys kind of suggested. But that'll be for a future video. But that's just really cool that they have it all planned out and they do know when it's going to be happening. So that just gives us motivation to keep watching. Alright, so moving on to the next question. This question is, does Chloe have a good heart? And then Jeremy replies with, she has a good heart. We will later explain why she is the way she is. She's a good person, she just needs to reconnect with that. Now that is exactly what I said in my analysis of Queen Wasp, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was my Queen Wasp analysis, but pretty much, I think that Chloe will become a great person later throughout the show. There obviously is some reason for Chloe being mean, and the most logical reason for that is her mother left her at a young age with her father. So that's probably why, but it seems like we will be getting a full episode focused on Chloe's backstory and explaining why she is the way she is. So that's going to be interesting, and this is pretty much just confirming something that I had guessed would happen. So this next question is a really big question, and this pretty much almost confirms one of my bigger theories that I've had in my head. I've just never made a video about it because there were a couple things that were well, would this kind of contradict it? But the question is, will Master Fu pass on the Miraculous Box to another character? And Jeremy Zag replies with yes. Now, this is very interesting, because there's a lot of evidence pointing to Master Fu actually being killed, and in my opinion that would make the story so much greater, because I don't know, it just would make the story super interesting, and Ladybug and Cat Noir would have to figure things out on their own, and it would be super awesome if the reason why Ladybug and Cat Noir reveal their identities is because he's passing on the Miraculous Box because he's about to die, or something similar to that. That to me would be a great situation. If I make a video saying this is what I want to happen, that's probably going to be the scenario, because I've been saying that I think Master Fu will be one of the characters to introduce Ladybug and Cat Noir. He's going to be the one to show their identities. That's been my guess for a while, and I think that would be super awesome in my opinion. So just everything that we're kind of seeing here is really, helping that idea that I've had kind of I don't know, it's just giving it more structure. So this next question is, will Adrien and Marinette have other crushes besides Luca and Kagami? And then Jeremy replies with, Marinette and Adrien are the romance, and Ladybug and Cat Noir, that's true love. So he's saying no, the way he worded it, or at least the English translation of the way he worded it, makes it sound like Adrien never really liked Kagami, and same with Marinette liking Luca. It's just those phases that people go through, being like, oh, I like this guy, but then you don't actually like the guy. You just kind of I don't know. Just, it's weird to explain, but I do think that he is confirming, we know that he's confirming that Marinette and Adrien are destined for each other, and let's just leave it at that. Now the next question is, will Hawkmoth achieve absolute power someday? Now this is pretty much just asking, will Hawkmoth win? But obviously they can't answer that, but Jeremy replies with, he will become stronger someday because he will have the ability to not just akumatize humans, but objects too. It will be really special. Now, we did have this confirmed a little while ago when they answered questions before, so this is not really anything new. This is just important to throw in there because, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Now, this next question is, will we see Marinette's grandfather in the show? And then Jeremy replies with, her grandmother, her grandfather, and more family members, certainly. Now, this is going to be super awesome, and it just, leaves the option for more akumatizations in the future, and, because they're running out of people to akumatize, so, they gotta move up the chain. And this might be true with Adrian. We might see Adrian's grandparents and things like that, so that would be super cool. We don't really know too much about Adrian's family, for we haven't seen his grandparents at all, I don't think, so it'll be super interesting if that's true for Adrian as well. Now, the last question is, does Gabriel have good reason to do what he does? And Jeremy Zag replies with yes. Well, it's not a good reason because there's no forgiveness for what he does, but he does have a deep reason for that. And obviously, our surface level comprehension tells us that Gabriel's doing this for his wife. If there's a deeper connection that we haven't learned yet, that's up for debate, but for the most part, we know that Gabriel misses his wife and he just wants to bring her back. So that's the biggest reason why we know why he's doing it for right now, but we'll have to see later in the future if there is another reason, if he's truly evil. But the way he worded this kind of makes it sound like he's not truly evil, he just really wants his wife back. But maybe in the future he will just become evil even with his wife back. So we'll just have to find out. That's something we can't really answer right now, but that's it for the questions that we have received and the answers that we've received and things like that. Overall, we learned a lot today, and it's super awesome. I didn't expect us to have any news anytime soon, so this is super amazing, and I can't wait for more news. But that's going to be it for me today, and I do have my next video planned, as long as there's no news that gets in the way, like today, because that video that I was going to make today had to be pushed back. So I do have my next star video planned, and it's going to be pretty cool. But that's going to be it for me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
I can't give up, Natalie. I miss her too much.